Then if you read the Exodus, the same Exodus 19 verse 13, then there's something that I saw there. It said, it shall not live when the trumpet sounded long, they shall come up to the mount. Now, you see, you cannot go to the mount until the trumpet is being blown. Well, sometimes when you look at this, it's very deep. Yeah, that word is very deep. We can go further with that word, because you see, when the Bible said the trumpet sounded long, when the trumpet sounded long, they shall come up to the mount. Also, it's talking about a spiritual entity that says that, look, when your time come of when God is calling you, then you shall come near. At least there's something you believe. These things, if I want to go into it, is too spiritual for a lot of ears to hear. Okay, let me just go let me go low, because if I get to the front, somebody was telling me the other day, man of God, when you preach all this Old Testament, you look like you know many of them, but what about New Testament? I laugh. I say, look, the God who made the Old Testament is the one that made the New Testament. When I teach the New Testament, you'll be thinking that that's only what I know. No, I don't live by the words. I don't live by the sight. I live by the words of God. When I started to read the word of God, sometimes things open my eyes to see things. I say, even me, I learn every day from what I'm even teaching. I'm not myself, because when I look at sometimes I look at my video and I'll listen to myself. I don't want to stop, because I feel like, wow, God is talking to me, like as if I'm not the one who preached it. That's to show that when I was doing it, I was not myself. God was using me to do it. So look at that area and see. He said, when the trumpet sounded long, they shall come up to the mount. When your time comes, you can come. It's a trumpet, it's a sound. You yourself will know that you are perfect. A person today, when you see church people, even women with menstruation and all those things, you see them in the altar these days. Before, you can't try it, because plus your sin. Because today we now realize that we are children of God, or we are supposed to be close to God. If God, who have created a woman being a woman or a man or a woman that have menstruation, do you think he forbids menstruation? No, he don't forbid it. He don't forbid it. He created it. So therefore, it's you are the daughter. If you are the daughter, do not accept yourself from the presence of God. You are at home because you have a menstruation, because you don't want to. That means you are not a son yet. You are not a daughter yet. That's the problem you have. You see, but when the trumpet sounded long, when the trumpet sounded long, then you shall come to the. So it's also saying that when your spiritual life is long enough to sustain you, to be able to know that I think my God, I now understand him, is my father. Why will I be running away from my father? I'll always be around my father. Then you can go near.